Good morning and welcome to our morning live. It is October 2nd, and I love a fresh new month, especially as we near the end of a quarter of a year. So there is 3 more months left, and I find this time so exciting. In Toronto, the leaves are changing and the mornings are getting a little bit cooler, but this is a great time to kind of kick it into a little bit of a different gear, or maybe find new rhythms that work for you. So this morning I woke up and did a little stretching, and I felt like I haven't stretched forever, and it felt so good. So it's a new month. It's nearing the end of the year. There's about 90 days left, let's say. So in the next 90, what could you accomplish? And in that, also reflect, what have you done already this year? Because this year there's probably been a lot more momentum than you're going to give yourself credit for. And focusing on what has happened will help give you evidence and support to move through what will happen at the end of the year. Or what seeds have you planted at the start of your year, especially in those spring months that you want to harvest. So this past weekend, I went to my hometown, and it was our fall fair. And I grew up in a small community. I say that with a double small because when I tell you how many people there are, everyone I meet is always super shocked at how teeny tiny it is. So my small town is 600 people. And the fall fair when I grew up was the biggest thing to hit our town. We had rides, games. The Agricultural Society could put on different things that you could submit your work for. So it could be like baking or drawing and crafty things. And it was just everyone in the community came together. So growing up, I always wanted to be queen of the fair. And I did at one point go for the ambassador of the fair, the queen of the fair, and won. And it was 20 years ago this weekend. Now, when I say 20 years, I'm like, oh my goodness, how has time flown? And from that one night, being courageous and brave, in order to win, you have dinner with the judges, then you have an interview, an impromptu question, and you say a speech in front of your closest family and friends at the local fall fair. So probably, let's say 50, 75 people. And I know I was so nervous going into it, and yet I knew it was something really important to my heart. Not just to win the competition, it was to support my community and give back in different ways, and learn more about agriculture and visit different places, see different people. And that exposure for myself, I know, has supported me to step into moments when maybe fear would take over and I would bring through courage. So looking back 20 years ago at my 18-year-old self, it's been incredible to see where that one moment of facing fears of public speaking, of feeling insecure in myself or not sure if I would answer these interview questions right, all those little moments have supported me in different life skills that at the time I would have thought maybe were insignificant. So I encourage you, maybe if you're ever reflecting, look back at maybe the bigger moments in life where you were fearful or something was really important to you and you did it anyway. You pull forth that ounce of courage. You had a community behind you cheering you on. And that's what it felt like. It wasn't just me on stage. I was sponsored by a community group. I had friends and family there. And then along the way, my journey with the Year of Ambassador, you have a whole society that is cheering you on, supporting you, meeting other women and men from all across Ontario. And again, for the one purpose, just to cheer you on, to support you to learn more about agriculture and how you can educate a small town community about why agriculture, community, and going for what you want is important. So with that, pick a moment from way back when, go in the memory Rolodex and say like, okay, where was a moment that defined you? or was a catalyst to move you forward to where you are today. Because if you can find bits of evidence of when you had moments of doubt, fear, and you leaned into that, that same energy is where you can lean into things that you want now and continue to build your capacity to move into something new. So catch us on Thursday, like, subscribe, and share if you found this valuable, or send us comments about at what point did you do something that was totally terrifying and absolutely worth it? Or maybe it was totally terrifying and you bailed. Because those life lessons, you could simply ask, like, hey, what did I learn? And in those moments, you can learn a lot as well. So I encourage you to do both. Share if you'd like, send us a message, but like and subscribe, because on Thursday, we're going to be doing a little bit new direction. So check us out. I'm so excited that you joined us today live, and look forward to continuous support, whatever that looks like. Take care.